Hi guys, Neil Waterhouse. Lately I've been getting a lot of questions asking exactly what is eBay dropshipping. So this week's video is dedicated to answer the question of what is eBay dropshipping. So let's launch straight into it. Now the biggest difference with a dropship business compared to a traditional non-dropshipping business is with a dropship business you sell items first and get paid first before you purchase any inventory. This means you don't need to spend any money pre-purchasing inventory before it sells. Now in the industry, dropshipping, it's also known as virtual inventories, as using your supplier's inventory instead of purchasing your own inventory. With a traditional non-dropshipping business, you first purchase items from a supplier, and then after you purchase your items from your supplier, you then list those items on eBay or Amazon and then sell them. So with a traditional non-dropshipping business, you're out of pocket until your items sell. With dropshipping though, you list the items first, and then after each item sells, you get paid, you make your profit, and then you order your items from your supplier. And your supplier ships the item direct to your customer. So the big advantage with dropshipping is you sell your items first, before you purchase the items. This means you're always cash flow positive and you make your profit before you purchase your items. Now back when I started on eBay over 20 years ago, dropshipping wasn't an option. Back then the only way to build a large full-time business was to invest tens of thousands of dollars pre-purchasing inventory before it had sold. Back in those days we had to find all different strategies to come up with a cash flow to keep growing the businesses. Today though, with dropshipping, you can build a full-time eBay dropshipping business using literally less than $100. This is why dropshipping has become so popular over the last few years with not just eBay and Amazon sellers, but also with traditional bricks and mortar businesses. And a lot of bricks and mortar businesses, they don't want to spend tens of thousands of dollars purchasing more inventory, leasing larger warehouses, and paying for more staff. As with dropshipping, you don't need any local staff. You don't need a warehouse, and you don't need to dig into your savings to pre-purchase inventory before it sells. You also don't need to spend your days wrapping and packing your products, as your supplier does all this for you. And they also ship the items direct to your customers for you. Now, as you get bigger, your suppliers work harder, not you. As the host and founder of the 4 largest eBay and Amazon meetup groups in Australia, with over 6,000 members, we've seen a big shift to dropshipping over the last few years, as more and more people prefer to run businesses from home rather than the traditional style of leasing warehouses and pre-purchasing inventory. Since COVID-19, we've seen this movement grow even faster, as more and more people prefer or are forced to work from home. Also, since the start of COVID-19, as most people know, there's been a huge spike in online sales as people stay home and shop. And with dropshipping, it's much easier to pivot to the hottest selling items, as you're not trapped with thousands of dollars of inventory that you've pre-purchased and you need to sell up, or you need to sell it to free up some cash. Many non-dropshipping businesses, they cannot easily pivot to the latest hot selling items because they've got their money tied up with inventory that they've pre-purchased. Also, over the last couple of years, the software that automates dropship businesses that is available now was simply not available just last year. And another advantage of dropshipping is because your suppliers ship direct to your customers, you never see or touch the products, which means the whole eBay dropshipping business is run remotely from home or your favourite coffee shop. And then as you grow, you automate the business by outsourcing all the tasks to low-cost overseas virtual assistants who you can get from $1 per hour, who run the whole business for you. So you can build multiple dropship businesses all over the world. As I've mentioned many times in my weekly blogs over the years, you can get low-cost virtual assistants today from $1 per hour. And before I get a ton of emails asking where to get them, I'll put a link on the screen and below to a free guide which shows step by step exactly where to get them. So bottom line with dropshipping, because you sell items first and get paid first and make your profit first before purchasing inventory, this allows people who do not have thousands of dollars to invest in inventory or don't want to spend thousands of dollars of their savings pre-purchasing inventory to build a full-time eBay or Amazon business. Today you can build a full-time eBay dropshipping business using literally less than $100. And you can do this without having to leave the comfort and safety of your own home. With a dropship business, it also does not matter where in the world you're located. You can literally run a dropship business from the North Pole, as all you need is an internet connection. I'm not going to go into how to build a dropship business in this video, as I've done that many times before, but again, if you missed it, I'll put a link on the screen and below to a free workshop teaching step by step how to build an eBay dropship business from scratch using less than $100. That free course also includes case studies from people who built 6- and 7-digit eBay dropship businesses from scratch. It's a very windy day today. Anyway, lastly, another big advantage with an eBay dropship business is you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on advertising like you do if you have your own website like a Shopify store, etc. Hope this week's video helped you with what is eBay dropshipping. That's all for this week. Please scroll on down, leave me a comment below. And while you're there, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more no fluff hints, tips and advice to increase your profits on eBay and Amazon from the comfort of your own home. Until next week, stay safe, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.